Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
All right, Alana, a very active day today with lots of rain coming down and temperatures coming down quite a bit as well.
Well, did you just do the whole forecast, Glenn? I feel like you nailed it, right? We had those storms and it didn't feel like August out there, and we're not finished with that wet weather. I have to show you this amazing photo. So that severe line of storms really came through. That shelf cloud, Justin C. caught it from the Ridge Golf Club. Isn't that amazing to see? Now, it wasn't just the Wasatch Front. This is Duchesne County over near Mighton. Look at that, scary to drive through. You know what I mean. When it gets really, really heavy, the torrential rains, they start flooding the roads and it's an issue. These rain totals are all about monsoon moisture. West Valley saw urban flooding, picked up 2.62 inches. Kaysville getting 1.37. This wasn't a long period of time, so you have to imagine the amount of rain that was being dumped with these storms. Oak Springs at 1.16. Eagle Mountain in that arena over in Stansbury Park got over an inch, 1.11. Randolph up near Bear Lake, they saw that line of storms a little later, but we still had plenty of lightning and moisture potential. Magna close to an inch, close to 3/4 in Duchesne. Price picked up over half an inch, and St. George was near close to that. In northern Utah, we still had active conditions, but yes, the cooler temperatures really were noticeable. It was also muggy out there with this moisture. We get that humidity going up 70, 78 in Salt Lake. You know, the last time we hit that was back in early June. We were in the mid 60s when the storm hit. Haven't been there since early May. 83 in Provo, 70s for the I-15 corridor. St. George just had a day at 83 degrees. Wow. After how many with those triple digits? We did break some records in Cedar City and Fillmore. These are record low high temperatures. So it was the coolest high temperature on record for the date in those two cities. So yeah, temperatures taking our breath away a little bit, changing things up, but so did that moisture. As we close out tonight, showers and thunderstorms still out there, and yes, nocturnal storms. So we are looking at the potential of some heavy rain overnight in certain areas. 67 by 4 a.m. with showers and thunderstorms holding on and starting soggy for some by tomorrow morning with the 60s cloud cover and the chance of unsettled activity. This was South Salt Lake. Scott Taylor caught that downpour. It really changed things up. If you were driving in it, you know what I mean. Soggy conditions with this moisture. This monsoon moisture has kept things interesting. I wanted you to see that line of storms in the last 6 hours, how it progressed up towards Bear Lake and Cache Valley. We stayed active in eastern Utah, but what was going on in Elko and Ely, we're watching. Now storm development over in the West Desert, and that means that we have the potential to stay pretty active overnight. As a result, the flash flood and flood watch has been extended. So the flood watch is now in effect through tomorrow afternoon for the Wasatch Front, portion of Box Elder County, Cache Valley, over the Uintas towards southwestern Wyoming. So I-80 is part of this, the Wasatch back and down into Utah County. So that means overnight into tomorrow morning, we still have heavy rainfall potential. And so the flood watch is not expiring. Holding on. Futurecast takes us through the timing of this. Okay, let's get close so we know what's happening. You can see isolated activity out there by 2 a.m. Utah County getting some stronger cells. We're going to watch that. And as we kind of watch those storms progress, here we are between 3 and 5 a.m. Okay. Cache Valley to Tooele County by 7 a.m. could see some heavy rain. So starting off tomorrow morning, if you're an early morning commuter, you're looking at some wet conditions. We watch as that swath of moisture comes through 8 to 9 a.m. Northern Wasatch Front, so Davis County into Salt Lake County over towards West Jordan. We're going to see this really move on through, tied to the terrain. And as we get through later on in the afternoon, we do get some spotty isolated activity. So we are not finished yet. St. George does dry out tomorrow, but the general thunderstorm threat stays for the entire state. Moisture tracker shows you that we are really being driven by this area of high pressure. We're on the western side of it, and it's grabbing that subtropical moisture. It's going to be the dominating feature as we get through the next couple of days, but we're not going to be as hot. We're going to dry out though, but not for tomorrow. Thursday still looks soggy. 70s and 80s, thunderstorms overnight and into tomorrow morning. 80s and 90s on the eastern side of the state. But look at St. George getting to 100 degrees, warming back up. As soon as we lose that moisture potential, those temperatures just climb. Lots of sunshine. Did you need a scoop of that? We have it in the south. Here's the Wasatch Front, where you're going to notice those numbers below average, which is the mid-90s this time of year. We get 80s and 90s. We start to warm up. Little disturbance Saturday into Sunday. Throws a few more clouds our way and drops us back into the 80s. But scattered storms are expected for another day. Nocturnal storms tonight, so you could hear some thunder, and that heavy rain may not be finished.